Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're saying. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about dogs. I have a dog. I have two dogs, a black cat and a black wife. Do you have any pets? Pets are amazing, but specifically about dogs. Dogs are a man's best friend. There's something I watched today and it brought a tear to my eye because I'm a dog lover. I know most of the people I know are dog lovers. And from this documentary that I've watched, we're going to break it down the way I know how. Welcome to Reality is Optional. I am Kris Rubio. Let's do this. I can't even picture my life without pets. And I can't picture my life because as soon as me and my wife, we moved in our apartment in Burbank, there were some of my neighbors that had dogs. And I was like, you know what? I've never had a pet. Time to go get a pet. We got a pet and never looked back. You guys know, for the dog lovers out there, you know how much it makes you feel. It's such a cliche thing to say, but the dogs are always happy to see you. They always are. I'm always cuddling with my dog. There's just something about it. I can't really picture what it is. I gotta tell you, ever since I had a dog, I'm more sympathetic to people that have dogs, and only dog people could talk with other dog people. Or I'm saying people with pets could only talk with other people that have pets. Because the people that say, oh, it's just a dog or it's just a cat, I can't really mess with. Don't understand how it is to have a pet. They say the dog's ability to smell is 3 million, 3 million times better than a human being. 3 million. Oh my God. All I gotta say is I feel so bad because there's been so many times my dog has had their face in front of my ass and I just fart. I mean, I don't know. Is it that's such a messed up thing to say, but it's always funny, but their sense of smell is usually 300 million times better than a human being. And there I am, not wasting an opportunity to fart in their face if their face is in front of my ass. I mean, I don't know. I know everybody's done it. Please don't even tell me you haven't done that. There are also dogs that could predict when a certain somebody is going to have a seizure. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, for me, I wouldn't want a dog that would predict a seizure. I just want a dog to help me determine that whoever I'm talking to is a douchebag. Could you give me a dog that does that? If a dog does that, that's all I need the dog for. Just give me a certain bark, like a bark like, oh, this bark is danger, this person is dangerous, and the other bark be like, this person is a douchebag, and another bark could be like, oh, this guy's a creep. He puts cameras inside dressing rooms. Oh, this is the guy that we have to follow to the TJ Maxx or to the Marshalls because he's installing cameras in these. We should do something about it. Me and my dog. Vigilante justice, I say, damn it. Vigilante justice. And they also say these dogs have the uncanny ability to differentiate between different diseases. Thank you, Michael Amico from TikTok saying my hair is amazing. Thank you, bro. I went to the barber shop recently and they were like, what would you like? And I said, let me have the Korean pop star. Come on, guys. Korean pop star. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. I know I got an amazing flock of hair. So does my dogs. Oh, they say the dogs have an uncanny ability to show different diseases. And all I gotta say is, why is there no zombie film that's dedicated? Because if the zombie apocalypse came tomorrow, the first thing I would want in my bucket list is to have a dog that would be able to tell if a certain somebody is going to turn into a zombie. Not a zombie because the zombies are pretty obvious. I'm talking about a dog that would have an ability to detect that if a person is going to turn into a zombie, if a person's already been bit. Let me have that dog during the zombie apocalypse. Where could I adopt that dog? Do I have to go to the Petco? Do I have to go to the Pasadena Humane Society and fill out paperwork? Would you like a dog to open the river? Yes. Would you like a dog to tell you if a person's a zombie? Yes. Double yes on that. And I know what you're saying. 5 minutes ago, you were just saying you wanted a dog to tell you that if a person's going to be an asshole or a douchebag. How could you tell the difference between that kind of bark between telling you that this person's a douchebag or a person being a zombie. Hey, man, the dogs are smart. They're gonna have to change up the bark. Simple as that. A simple bark with a paw thing. Have a rough collie slash German Shepherd combo. It's smart. High back, guys. High back. While I was watching this documentary on dogs, there was this woman that let people know that, hey, my dog predicted me having breast cancer. And I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing. This woman agreeing to go on this documentary to say her dog had the power to predict her breast cancer. So she went, got like one of these mammograms, predicted the breast cancer through a mammogram, I think, because of her dog. I'm like, that's amazing. And I'm gonna reenact that moment, okay? It was a Saturday night. She was just laying on the bed, and her dog went up to her on the bed, his left paw on her breast, looked her straight in the eye, barked, and said, "Hey, go check your titties." Did I mention that she was high in marijuana? Did I mention that she was high in the marijuana? I know a lot. I know a lot of people that want dogs, and they train it to have certain commands. They train them to do certain things, especially service dogs. They teach service dogs how to turn on a light or possibly, get things if they're handicapped. Me, if I was to choose my dog's great skill, it would be something stupid and mundane. Something stupid that most dogs won't even have the ability to do. Like, if I told you what my dog had the ability to be like, why would you teach your dog that? And this is the one trick, the one trait, the one skill that I would want my dog to have, to let me know my car needs oil change or a tune up. I know, it's stupid. I could just take a look at the dash and be like, oh, well, it's time. I could just take a look at the mileage or a special sensor. But who cares? I want my dog to know that skill. I want my dog to have that skill. Why are you going to judge me, bro? Michael Amico, I told you I had I think I told you before, German Shepherd slash Rough Collie combo. Her name is Nutella. I also got a very small dog, which is a terrier mix. Oh my God. If you guys ever had, if you guys out there have a dog and it's a terrier, I feel for you because those guys are little demons, bro. They bark at literally everything. They're so sassy. You try to correct them, they're like, why are you fucking correcting me? I'm like, I'm sorry. Also, I've been told in this documentary that the dog's ability to smell, when dogs smell, it puts them in a euphoric state. Puts them in a very euphoric state. So I'm going to say a dog's way of smelling is the same thing as a man watching porn. Very, very stimulating. Okay, follow me here. Follow. It's highly stimulating and sometimes often smell stuff they're not supposed to smell. And often men are watching porn that they're not supposed to watch. Yes, yes. And a lot of these dogs, their job is to smell stuff because they love smelling. Okay. Now, if you're going to tie this into what I just said, if you want to motivate a man to do his job, just dangle a half naked picture of an Instagram model or OnlyFans model, and whatever skill they have to learn, they will learn. Okay. I mean, hey, don't take it from me. Take it from the internet. Okay, guys? This is what happens. In fact, people love dogs so much. There's people in Silicon Valley right now that's building a product, and this is no joke. Okay? They are building a product that you attach to your phone, and this device spells the stuff around wherever you're at to tell you exactly what you're smelling or what kind of substance is in the air. You don't have to bring your dog. So you don't have to bring a sniffing dog, which is amazing. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so not only you put this device on your phone and then it smells, you don't have to bring your dog. But the downside that every 30 minutes, yeah, you have to put it on the grass so you could pee. Okay, I don't know. This is just from what I've heard. Hello, people on TikTok. Hello, hello. I want to say hi to everybody up in here. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. I hope everybody is having such a great Tuesday. Joshua Thomas from YouTube saying, hey, what are you doing? Right now or RN? I know RN means right now, but RN could also mean registered nurse. Are you saying registered nurse, Joshua Thomas on YouTube because I am Filipino? I gotta say, that is the most racist comment you've said, but the most highly accurate. So kudos. Kudos to you. Just to think that for 1,000 years, human beings and dogs were linked to the hip. Like we needed these creatures for good reason. And it's amazing. If you were going to pick any species from the earth that would have an ability to blackmail us, it would be dogs. 100%, right? It would be dogs 100. I mean, damn, the amount of crimes that people do in front of their pets or in front of their dogs specifically is probably astronomical. I mean, I don't know how many times the dog has been in my car and the amount of traffic violations I've done while this dog is on my lap. I don't even want to admit because I don't want to admit on internet. I've committed crimes with this dog. The amount of rolling stops I've done, and I'm not paying attention or whatever. So Boston Dynamics has this one dog, and I know you've seen it. I think it's called a Rover, right? I think it's Boston Dynamics, and they're using these robots for all kind of different functions like search and rescue and just a regular I would say warehouse stuff like carrying or even security. Like what I said before, if you brought these guys into Silicon Valley guys, they would put that smelling device on this robot dog and this robot dog would smell stuff. It's just a matter of time somebody's going to create because they have time. They're going to create this one device to put it on this robot dog. I would make that device. If I had time, if I worked in Silicon Valley and there was a robot dog, for damn sure I would create a device that would create artificial poop. You want a robot dog? You want a dog? Well, you gotta walk this robot dog around the block. It will smell and it will poop. You want a dog? You want a robot dog? There is your robot dog, baby. That's it. Enough said. You take the time after you watch this to get together with your four-legged or three-legged. There's three-legged dogs, right? With your furry friends. It doesn't matter if it's a cat. As long as it's a pet. And just hug it and appreciate it for what it is. It brings down your anxiety. It brings down your depression because these pets, they rely on you. They love you. And I know you love them back. So with that being said, thank you very much for joining me on this live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace out.